first drove up the first day I got here and I saw part of the town being, constructed, it was like, wow, this is really damn cool, man. It was kind of exciting to be able to have control, and not worry about sound, put lights anywhere we want,
I think the Gold Lick location's better. It captures that funky frontier feel. I grew up in Oregon, so these towns are towns I absolutely know. Now, not necessarily as rustic or frontier, but certainly you go out to a town 30 years ago like Banks or Boring or one of these towns, that is Gold Lick. And, a Dairy Queen, one gas station, a church, and maybe a motel and 10 bars. That would be Gold Lick.
So we're going to shoot Gold Lick on my property, the town itself, the graveyard sequences, all the road driving sequences. Anytime you see a car on a road, it's my property. Because as a filmmaker, I don't want to have the hassles of dealing with the county, the state, the feds, the cops, anybody. I just want to make a movie. Okay, Joel, you set with the truck? We lost Joel. And it's very controlled, because when you make a movie in a town and you say, hey, can you turn that boombox off? They can always go, yeah, I guess not. Or can you move that car? I don't think so. Or, hey, can we shoot outside your store? Get the hell out of here. So this is a way to guarantee cooperation.
Building a Gold Lick on Bruce's property saved us, I don't know, probably a dozen locations. So as location manager, it was pretty easy. In fact, I kept forgetting that I was. So when it came time to order things like dumpsters and bathrooms, I forgot.
Bruce's backlot concept is a brilliant idea. He has 1,009 acres. Using them for a film is a great idea. There's nothing but one giant studio there that was waiting to happen, and he made it happen.
It's just really a great idea that Bruce can be making his own film on his own land with his friends. It's really a good feeling.
I think we might be back out here in the near future. Something tells me that.
The challenges there are, where the hell do you get this much wood? It's all wood. And if, in order to build a backlot, you can't build 2 buildings and have a car parked. It's a deal. It's a big deal. The buildings have to be full scale, and they have to not blow down and kill people. It was a matter of figuring out, how much is this going to cost? How do you contain those costs? Where do you get this stuff? And can you have it ready in time? And so even during this interview here, I can hear the nail guns in the distance. I can hear carpenters sweating. That's how badly they're sweating. You can hear it. We found the wood from a rancher named Lyle. Great old crusty guy who's been around for 70 some odd years, and he has just an amazing amount of stuff on his property since the 1852. His deed is from 1852 on his property, one of the first ranches in Southern Oregon, because that's the year they discovered gold. He's the guy that provided a tremendous resource. He's one of these guys who had every vehicle he's ever owned still on his property. We were pulling trucks off of there that were from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, so it was an absolute gold mine, and that's the type of thing you need when you make a low-budget movie. You have to, for a reasonable amount of money, you have to find a lot of stuff.
Our days of pre-production soon came to an end, and with everything falling into place, the production, led by Bruce, began. What lies ahead we shall experience together. Like a mongoose chasing butterflies, it could challenge our sanity, our souls, our spirits.
We're making a movie.
Day.
What day what? Oh, day 1.
Day 1?
Day 1. It's just another damn day shooting, Mikey.
Roll sound, we are rolling. Camera set. And action.
He's gone!
Well, first up, we're at the wonderful Elks Lodge of Medford, doubling it for Gold Lick City Hall.
It's an old-ass building. Elks was formed originally by actors looking for a drinking club.
It's a wonderful facility built in 1912.
I'm going to join the Elks because I need a place to drink so my wife doesn't yell at me. Yeah, baby. Bring that camera in here. Come on. Let me show you the reason why we're shooting here. That's why we're shooting here.
Nice rack on both walls.
That's right. Nice rack on this wall. Nice rack on that wall.
Wow. You gotta excuse me because I've got to go down in the basement right now.
So how do you feel after your first half day?
You're always a little screwed after your first half day.
He feels okay.
Ow! We had a wonderful manual dimmer board. It was lovely. It took about 8 men to do the work of one dimmer board, but it worked. It worked great.
And we saved $1.
At least $1.
$1.
17 and a half days left.
Guys, thank you very much. Thank you. We are wrapped. We're going home. We are wrapped. We're going home. We are wrapped. Thank you so much.
AC house lights. Good evening, thank you.
How's your first day, Bruce?
Follow me.
Hey!
Any dance shoes on?
Oh boy, do I. You know, my father died dancing.
Oh, you did?
At the end of a rope.
So the dance sequence was really fun. It went basically like this. I said, so Bruce, what's the choreography? What can I learn? And he said, I don't have a choreographer. I don't know. What are you gonna do?
Typical.
And I said, okay, well, let's do this funny little move. And he said, let's do this little funny move. And we just worked off of each other and just came up with a goofy little sequence.
I'm sorry. Should I say whatever?
And it was really fun.
And we're out. And then we go right up.
Good.
Basically, that's it.
It was fun crashing into people, such as Leo.
At speed rehearsal with second team. Here we go.
So guys, without knocking into anything, here we go, and action. Coming in, whoa, smash.
Mark it. Okay, Mark. Action.
You all right, honey?
I didn't see right there, I'd stop right there. Okay, good, moving on.
The thing I love about movies is that you don't rehearse, which is strange to me as a theater actor, you know, because you do so much rehearsal, and then you're up for a limited amount of time. But in a film, you know, you go over it once, maybe, and then Bruce says, okay, it's good enough, we don't want to over-rehearse. I'm like, over-rehearse? 2 times. But it was fun.
Woo! There's a cold wind blowing in Goat Lick tonight.
Okay. How you feeling?
Pretty good, I guess.
What day is this?
This is day 4.
Shooting Gold Lick sign. Welcome to Gold Lick.
Hey,
It's the first
Spike.
stuff we're shooting here on the back.
Just to let you know, Ted Ramey's going to be
Very
in
exciting
there.
moment. We're all thrilled. There were lots
Okay.
of tears this morning. It was huge. Shooting a close-up of a population sign, man, it just doesn't get any better than that. The action, the carnage, it was unreal what we just shot. It blew me away. It's like Pearl Harbor has nothing on this movie. As far as scope and size, Michael Bay, he's a pussy compared to what we're trying to do, really. He's a coward. So that's what today is. It's making Pearl Harbor look like a handheld Super 8 movie.
Zeppo of the Mario Brothers. He's the loser Mario brother that...
Yeah, that's great. He sweats like Ted Raimi as Zeppo, cousin of Luigi and Mario. The Mario Brothers. He was just too lame to be hired for video games, so now he's just painting signs up in Gold Lake.
And action, Ted.
Hey, Luigi, paint the sign, eh? I tell you something, you painted the damn sign. But I do.
I certainly play multiple characters in other pictures, but I hadn't done it in many of Bruce's movies, so it was fun. I play Wing, who's about a 78-year-old Asian man. This guy Mills, who is kind of a sleazy Hollywood agent, and this Italian sign painter.
How's that?
I'll go, Captain.
This is a broken bolt cutter. We broke the bolt cutter because we were trying to break a bolt because the construction guys went away with the key, and we have to keep working because they weren't done on the set. But they have to work on other sets, so they left this set. Why, I don't really know. So the lock is not broken, but the bolt cutter is. So we're doing great. First day in Gold Lake. Oh wait, no, there's more. Sorry, I forgot. We're on our 3rd car for the hero. See this piece of shit over there? That doesn't run either. That's the 2nd one that didn't run. Now we're waiting for a 3rd car.
Basically, so far, everything that requires fuel on this film has been fucked. The script called for several picture vehicles. One of them, we're supposed to have it tomorrow, was going to be Bruce's car in the movie. Chevy Impossible. It doesn't go in reverse, but that's the end of the story. I drive it out there, get it fixed, fuel it up, drive it all the way out here, park it on set, feeling good about it. All right, it made it. Picture car number 1. It's the car that Jeff drives. He peels out of the cemetery. The only car that actually has to be filmed going in reverse, and by the time we get it up here, it just decides not to go in reverse. So now, we can't use it. But at 6 o'clock before the night before we have to actually shoot it, one of the carpenters says that he has an old Dodge Dart, or the Dodge not gonna start. He worked all night to help finish Gold Lake, but he still had it there by call time the next morning. Anyway, Bruce looks at it and says, that'll do fine. We get in there, we start going, and it stalls. It stalls. Bruce comes out and he's barking at me. Hey, what's the 2 picture cars? 2 picture cars. Nothing. So we jump started. Great, got it fixed. Go, roll. Woo! All right, start it again. Goosh. So we swapped out the battery. Then we had a mechanic coming because by then our generator had already crapped out. He took a look at the generator for a couple hours, which is fine at $125 an hour. So I have him go look at the car. And he comes around and says, it's fine. So now we're still waiting for it to run. But considering he already fixed the Jenny, which is broken again, don't have much faith in that car. So there's gonna be a lot of walking in this movie. But tomorrow, we're shooting down at Bruce's trailer with a car that is the only car that actually has to break down. It doesn't have to run tomorrow, and I'm very excited about that because we actually just get to push it, which is what we have to do with most of the picture cars I found anyway. It's a movie, it's absurd.
Kiff was the first to begin to crack. His erratic behavior started to make the cast and crew nervous. These were the beginning ramblings of someone on the brink. He began ranting about a curse. The curse of Gold Lick. Fear squeezed its fingers around our throats.
And action.
Hello. I'm very excited about playing Cheryl in the movie for a number of reasons. First of all, I get to wear this really pretty negligee. Oh, wow, Jesus Christ. Second of all, I don't die, and it's one of the first films that I've been in that I don't die in. I get to be in Bruce's bed with Ted Raimi. Hello? So it doesn't get much better than that.
What was it like working with Ellen again?
Good. She's always been very difficult, and today was no different.
He treats me like shit.
She screams a lot. She's very temperamental.
Hello, do you know who I am?
She's just plain rude, really.
Such an asshole.
I can cut around it, basically. But I needed that for the performance. I needed someone who was very disagreeable. So even though we never have gotten along ever, it's perfect for the movie, and the movie is really what matters. Not my friendship with her, which never was.
Who does she think she is?
All right, so it's day 5. About 5 o'clock at night, our generator shuts down for the second time today. We've been down for, 45 minutes? Rolling. Finally, we start rolling. We go into the office, we unplug everything. We're running off of full horsepower. People lying out in hammocks, waiting for some miracle.
They're pissed for waiting around. You know, they're angry. Extras really are just angry villagers who are not allowed to hurt anybody.
We start rolling, and they start the generator, get it fixed, and they say, turn off the generator! We're rolling! Oh, the irony.
What's going on with the film, Kurt?
Well, we're experiencing our first electrical problem. Our generator went down. And it freaking sucks! Right now we're moving from an 18,000 watt light to a 1,200 watt light, which is almost 17,000 watts of light less, so I've got to adjust the lighting to compensate for that. Kind of sucks, but you do what you got to do. Wonderful world of low-budget filmmaking.
Yeah, he's going after Guandi. I thought you knew.
God!
Bruce, you okay?
So, hey,
Yeah,
Bruce?
perfectly fine. Just a little dust, that's all.
Well, I'm glad that's over.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? I feel like a coal miner.
What's next?
light permitting, a tighter 50-50.
Got it. Clean him up.
And a new shirt
He's
for
gotta
me.
be clean. Wardrobe, clean him up. He's got to be clean.
And makeup too.
Guys, 20
Movies are
seconds, please.
cool.
Bruce barely avoided killing himself the first week, but there were still weeks left to go.
End of week 1 went very, very great. Yeah, we're where we want to be, technically. And we'll pick it up next week, on Monday.
Week 1, Bruce, how'd it go?
Week 1 went okay. Went okay. We lived. Got some good stuff. A few tears, but you know, to be expected. And I'm eating peppered turkey jerky. What?
Do you know if the camera
else you
truck is
want?
up?
Hey, Junior, what day is this?
8. Oh, it is day 8? Wow, only 10 more days to go.
Yeah.
What are you shooting right now?
We are shooting an establishing shot of.
There's Bert. Looks like he's born.
She'll hug in.
Oh yeah, the establishing shot of the tavern when the. It's a really complicated scene. I can't talk about it right now.
So it's all about massive timing.
I know that part.
Yeah.
Action, Bruce. Action, Bruce.
So long, suckers. You can take this town and shove it up your ass. You won't have me to kick your ass. Hey!